The RV industry is experiencing its most significant downturn in over a decade, and the numbers tell a story that manufacturers don't want you to hear. According to industry data, RV sales dropped 10.2% in 2024, with some market segments falling even harder. Dealer lots across Florida, Arizona, and Texas are packed with unsold inventory, and prices on certain models have reportedly crashed to levels nobody predicted. I'm going to walk you through what's actually happening based on verified data, which models are being heavily discounted, and what you need to know before considering any of these deals. Let me be clear up front. Some of the claims circulating online about this market are exaggerated or unverified. I'm going to separate fact from fiction and show you what industry data actually reveals. The scale of inventory sitting on dealer lots is substantial. According to RVTrader.com data from mid-2024, there were approximately 115,000 new RVs listed for sale, down from peaks but still historically elevated. More concerning for owners, used RV listings hit record levels at over 65,000 units, representing a 22.6% increase compared to the previous year. That's a massive amount of used inventory flooding the market, which puts downward pressure on all RV values. Here's how we arrived at this point. During the pandemic years of 2020-2022, RV sales exploded. Families wanted freedom, safety from crowded spaces, and the ability to travel on their own terms. Dealerships couldn't keep units in stock. Manufacturers ramped up production to unprecedented levels, with factories in Elkhart County, Indiana, where roughly 9 out of every 10 RVs are built, running 24-hour shifts to meet demand. Buyers were paying over sticker price and accepting whatever financing terms they could get. But 3 major factors created the perfect storm we're seeing now. First, manufacturers built far more RVs than the long-term market could sustain. Industry analyst Greg Four concluded that the pandemic market stole future purchases as consumers moved planned RV buys forward, creating a borrowed demand problem. Second, the economic environment shifted dramatically. Interest rates that were around 3% during the pandemic have climbed to between 6% and 10% depending on credit scores, making monthly payments significantly higher. Third, and perhaps most damaging, quality control suffered badly during the production rush. The quality issues are well documented. From 2015 to 2024, Forest River, one of the largest manufacturers owned by Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway, issued more recalls than any U.S. automaker or RV manufacturer. According to a Wall Street Journal investigation, nearly half of Forest River's recalls stemmed from manufacturing errors rather than faulty parts, including problems like misaligned furnace vents, wrong fuses installed due to supply shortages, and microwaves damaged by incorrectly sized screws. These weren't isolated incidents. Thousands of new RV owners reported serious problems within months of purchase. Social media exploded with frustrated owners posting videos of brand new RVs with leaking roofs, electrical failures, plumbing issues, and structural problems. When word got out about widespread quality problems, buyer confidence evaporated and resale values started dropping fast. If this is opening your eyes to what's really happening in the RV market, hit that like button so YouTube shows this to others who need this information. And drop a comment if you've seen these heavily discounted RVs appearing in your area. I want to know how widespread this trend actually is. Now let's talk about the financial mechanism that's forcing dealers to liquidate inventory. Most people don't understand something called floor plan credit. It's essentially a loan dealers take out for every vehicle sitting on their lot. When sales are strong, the interest costs are manageable. But when units sit unsold for months, each RV bleeds cash daily through interest charges. One unnamed dealer reportedly said, "Every coach that doesn't move costs me more than keeping the lights on." Banks that once eagerly lent at 2% now demand fresh collateral or immediate repayment, turning patient credit arrangements into urgent financial pressure. Some dealers have reportedly resorted to offloading inventory at any price simply to survive another month. This desperation creates the steep discounts we're seeing, but it also creates risk for buyers. Let me address the $5,000 RV claims you've probably seen online. Are RVs actually selling for $5,000 that originally cost $60,000 or more? The truth is complicated. There are heavily discounted RVs available, but the $5,000 price points typically apply to older models, units with significant problems, or vehicles being sold through government surplus and auction channels. Claims about brand new 100,000+ motorhomes selling for $5,000 cannot be independently verified through public auction data. What is verifiable is that depreciation has been severe. RV sales for 2024 totaled 356,518 units, down 6.9% from 2023, and mid-priced RVs faced particularly steep declines, with many buyers either opting for budget models or stretching for luxury purchases. This squeeze on the middle market has created real opportunities for buyers, but also real risks. Let's examine specific models and what's actually happening with them, based on verifiable information. The Thor Axis 24.1. The Thor Axis 24.1 is a Class C motorhome that was designed as a compact, easy-to-drive option for those who wanted something between a large Class A and a tiny Class B. Original retail prices for recent model years ranged from approximately $85,000 to $120,000 depending on year and features. Thor has had at least 5 recalls on the Axis line, including a 2020 recall for certain Axis 24.1 models regarding rear axle differential fluid levels that could result in driveshaft separation. Owner forums reveal ongoing complaints about electrical system glitches, water pump failures, chassis battery drain issues, and dash air conditioning problems. Multiple owners have reported buying brand new units only to discover components had been used with leaking valves, non-functioning heaters, and parts falling off during initial trips. The warranty process has been described as frustrating and time-consuming. Current market pricing shows significant depreciation on used Axis models, though specific auction prices claiming units sold for under $5,000 cannot be independently verified through public records. Winnebago Solis Pocket. The Winnebago Solis Pocket represented Winnebago's entry into the campervan market, targeting the van life demographic. Original pricing was approximately $95,000 and $100,000 for 2022 to 2023 models. The challenge with Class B vans like the Solis has been twofold: rising insurance costs and parts availability issues that left some owners stranded during repairs. Additionally, when Winnebago announced improvements and updates for newer model years, it immediately made earlier versions feel outdated, accelerating depreciation. Current used market pricing shows these units available well below original MSRP, particularly for 2022 models, though claims of sub-$10,000 prices for like-new units should be approached skeptically and verified carefully. Forest River models: Salem Hemisphere, Salem Cruise. Light Forest River's quality problems are perhaps the most extensively documented in the industry. The company has faced intense scrutiny, with Forest River averaging approximately 50 recalls per year, with many stemming from manufacturing errors rather than defective parts. The Salem Hemisphere, originally retailing around $55,000 to $60,000, has been subject to various service bulletins. Specific claims about Service Bulletin Code 722 for soft floors could not be independently verified, but soft floor issues and water intrusion problems are common complaints across multiple Forest River towable models. The Salem Cruise Light, a lightweight travel trailer originally priced around $30,000 to $35,000, was designed for families with smaller tow vehicles. The challenge with lightweight construction is that manufacturers sometimes sacrifice durability to hit weight targets, leading to structural issues over time. In early 2024, Forest River recalled 1,911 units of certain 2023-2024 No Boundaries, R-Pod, and Ibex trailers because fasteners for the independent suspension could loosen, allowing the suspension to detach. This is just one example of the ongoing quality challenges facing Forest River products. Jayco Eagle. HT Jayco, owned by Thor Industries, built a strong reputation over decades. The Eagle HT was marketed as a family-friendly towable with quality features, with retail prices in the $60,000 to $75,000 range for recent models. Even quality-focused brands weren't immune to pandemic production problems. The pressure to meet demand led to shortcuts across the entire industry. Reports of electrical faults, plumbing failures, and slide-out seal problems emerged across various Jayco models during the 2021 and 2022 production years. Current pricing shows significant depreciation on used Eagle HT models, though specific claims of units selling for under $10,000 should be verified against actual market listings and auction results. Winnebago Mini Plus, Mini Series. The Winnebago Mini line has been popular for decades as a mid-range travel trailer option. Recent model Mini Plus units retailed in the $50,000 to $60,000 range. Generic RV problems, leaking roofs, slide mechanism issues, cabinet hardware failures, water heater problems have been reported across multiple Mini models. These aren't necessarily model-specific defects, but rather reflect industry-wide quality challenges during high-volume production periods. The amplification effect of social media has been significant. When multiple owners post videos of similar problems, it creates a narrative that can crater resale values. Even if the actual defect rate isn't higher than average, perception becomes reality in the used market. Coachman Freelander. The Coachman Freelander is a Forest River brand, which means it shares the parent company's quality challenges. Original pricing ranged from $70,000 to $95,000, depending on floor plan and year. Common complaints involve chassis integration issues. When the RV body bolts to the truck chassis, everything must align perfectly. If it doesn't, you get stress cracks, leaks, and handling problems. Generator failures, refrigerator cooling issues, and air conditioning problems have also been reported. Buyers considering any Freelander should budget for potential repairs and maintenance beyond the purchase price. Gulfstream Conquest. Gulfstream isn't among the major manufacturers, but they produce significant volume for the mid-tier market. The Conquest Class C was priced around $75,000 to $85,000 in recent years. Gulfstream had reputation challenges even before the pandemic. Poor insulation leading to high propane costs in winter and overworked air conditioning in summer has been a recurring complaint. Roof membrane failures leading to water damage have also been reported. A particular concern with units that have sat on dealer lots for extended periods. They may not have been properly maintained. Seals dry out, batteries die, systems fail from disuse. A unit that sat unused for 18 months may need thousands in recommissioning work. Dutchman Kodiak, another Forest River brand. The Dutchman Kodiak travel trailer was marketed as rugged and family-friendly, with prices ranging from $30,000 to $45,000. Common complaints involve misaligned slide rooms, leaking windows, and poorly planned electrical systems. Gray and black water tank mounting issues have been reported on some units where tanks sag or crack under normal use. This type of repair requires cutting into the underbelly and isn't a simple DIY project. Keystone Passport. Keystone is a Thor Industries brand. The Passport ultralight travel trailer line was priced from $25,000 or $35,000, with its main selling point being weight. Almost any midsize SUV could tow it. The problem with ultralight construction is often ultra-cheap materials. Thin aluminum framing, minimal insulation, and laminated walls can delaminate when exposed to moisture. Once the outer fiberglass skin separates from the inner wall structure, water gets in. Fixing delamination properly requires removing the entire outer skin and rebuilding the wall, a repair that often exceeds the trailer's value. Grand Design Reflection. Grand Design was supposed to be different. The quality alternative. The Reflection fifth wheel was their flagship, priced from $50,000 to $75,000. Grand Design was acquired by Winnebago in 2016. For several years, they maintained their quality reputation, but during pandemic production increases, even Grand Design saw quality slip. Owner complaints about gel coat exterior cracking, upholstery failures, and chassis weight distribution problems emerged. A critical issue for buyers. When units come back through refund programs, warranty coverage may not transfer cleanly to the next buyer. You could buy a Reflection at a discount, discover a problem, and find out you're not covered. What about Airstream? Airstream, long considered the luxury standard, hasn't been immune to market pressures. While specific price crash claims should be treated skeptically, even Airstream has seen inventory levels remain elevated. Colonial Airstream in New Jersey, one of the nation's largest Airstream dealers, had approximately 91% of their inventory available for immediate sale as of June 2024, with only 9% pre-ordered. Now let's talk about bankruptcies, because this is where rumors and reality diverge significantly. Have RV companies filed bankruptcy? Yes, but context matters. Regency RV filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in October 2023, largely due to a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van recall that prevented them from filling order. Hallmark RV filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in March 2023. These are smaller manufacturers, not the industry giants. Fleetwood filed bankruptcy in March 2009 during the last major RV recession, though that was 16 years ago. Camping World, the largest RV retailer, was placed on a high chance of bankruptcy list in 2019, though they've continued operating. In November 2023, Camping World CEO Marcus Lemonis announced aggressive inventory purging with over 16,000 2022 model year RVs reduced to fewer than 100, accepting potential fourth-quarter losses to clear aged inventory. The 3 million RVs dumped figure from various online sources cannot be verified through industry data. What is verifiable is that inventory remains elevated, sales are down, and financial pressure exists throughout the distribution chain. So where does this leave buyers? The opportunity. Real deals exist. Dealers with excess inventory, particularly on 2023 and 2024 models, are motivated to make deals. Used RV pricing hit lows in 2024, creating opportunities for cash buyers who know what to look for. Older rental fleet units, insurance pool disposals, and legitimate dealer liquidations can provide solid value if you do your homework. The risks. Title problems are real. Units can move across state lines where documentation rules differ, making damage history disappear on paper. Run comprehensive VIN checks through multiple databases. Check the National Motor Vehicle Title Information System. Pull insurance claim history. Quality issues are widespread. If a seller won't allow inspection, walk away. No exceptions. Warranty concerns are critical. When units come back through refunds or repos, warranty coverage may not transfer properly. Verify warranty status directly, with the manufacturer using the VIN before purchase. Hidden costs add up. A $5,000 RV that needs $15,000 in repairs isn't a deal. A unit that's been sitting unused for a year may need new batteries, tire replacement, seal replacement, and system recommissioning costing several $1,000s. What to do? Be realistic about market conditions. The RV industry is experiencing a significant correction, but it's not an apocalyptic collapse. In May 2025, RV shipments were 28,150 units, down 15.1% from May 2024. That's a serious decline, but the industry has survived previous downturns. Industry analysts predicted the market bottom would occur around late 2024 to early 2025, suggesting we may be near the floor. If interest rates drop from current levels, around 4.25%, 4.50%, the RV market could see renewed demand. For buyers, the strategy depends on your situation. If you're paying cash and have mechanical skills or connections to affordable service, there are legitimate opportunities. Look for units from rental fleets, estate sales, or dealers genuinely liquidating. Avoid anything labeled salvage, rebuilt, or flood. Get inspections. Verify titles thoroughly. If you're financing, calculate total cost, including higher interest rates. Factor in insurance, storage, maintenance, and fuel costs. Make sure the lifestyle actually fits your usage pattern before committing. If you're a current owner worried about your RV's value, understand that depreciation has been severe across most segments. Used RV values dropped throughout 2024, with prices hitting lows not seen since before the pandemic. If you love your current RV and it meets your needs, the paper loss may not matter. If you're planning to sell, understand you're in a buyer's market. For sellers, timing is challenging. Waiting for the market to recover could take years. If you need to sell, price realistically, address obvious problems, provide complete service records, and be prepared for lowball offers. Now let me ask you, have you seen these heavily discounted RVs in your local market? Are dealers near you showing signs of financial stress? Drop a comment with your location and what you're observing, because I'm tracking how widespread these trends actually are. And if you found this breakdown valuable, hit that subscribe button. I'm continuing to track the RV market downturn with real data, not rumors. You'll want to see what happens next, because if manufacturers start filing bankruptcy, that's when things get really interesting for both buyers and existing owners. The RV industry is going through a painful but necessary correction after an unprecedented boom and bust cycle. Opportunities exist, but so do serious risks. Do your homework, verify everything, and don't let a low price override common sense. Thanks for watching, and be careful out there.